Hello and welcome in. This is the Kohort late model series here at Nashville Fairgrounds Speedway. We're going to be going 80 laps. We have one set of tires in the pits, one fast repair, and caution flags in this series. So to start us out, we're going to go through the field. Anthony Callahan with the first ever pole award will lead us to the green flag. Rick Main in the 187 outside first row. Kermit Hennig's going to be on the inside of row 2 with Kyle Jean to his outside. Dylan Berg's going to be the inside of row 3 with Bob Evertson on his outside. Gary Mansberg is going to be inside of row 4 with EJ Luna, who is outside. We have William Kelly on the inside of row 5 with Ryan Cavey on his outside. And then bringing up the rear in this week 1 of the series, Brian Zolt. Alright, we're going to jump back ahead to Callahan as he leads us to the green flag. So this is the second series that Kohort is running. We have a 7 p.m. Sprint 360 open. If you're interested, you can join there. As Callahan brings it out of turn 4, green flag's in the air. Callahan leads us down into turn 1. Decent start. Everybody stacked up side by side. Callahan to the early lead. Kermit diving in on the inside of Rick Main for P2. They're battling side by side. Getting a little loose on the exit there. That's late model series racing. Really have to push the limits in these cars to really get a run. Kermit clears Rick Main for P2. Oh, we have Kyle St. Jean getting a little loose on exit there as we'll ride through the field. Oh, caution on the racetrack. We have Bob Evertson. We're going to go take a replay at that. We have a caution. Caution on the track. So let's go back, check the replay, and see what happened with Gary. So here we are riding along with Gary as he goes into turn 1. He's taking the midlines, okay. Late apex. Oh, and he gets a little too aggressive on the throttle on exit. Single car spin, inside wall damage. Overall, not too bad. We'll go take a look again from the cockpit view. So here we are again riding with Gary. Takes that midline, late apex, pretty standard. Just gets too heavy on the accelerator. Spins her around. Like I said, single car incident. Not too bad damage as he gets his turn around here. We'll fast forward ahead to a green flag. See what's happening. So here we are, coming to the green flag. Callahan still in the lead. Kermit to his outside. Rick Main P3 with Kyle on the outside of the second row. Callahan brings us out of turn 4. Green flags in the air as he gets a easy lead. Great start by Callahan by 2 car lengths into turn 1. Kermit and Rick Main battling side by side. P2. We'll ride on the inside of Kermit as he's on the outside of Rick Main. Leaves him space on the inside as he gets past Rick Main, chasing down Callahan. We'll go see what's happening. A little further back, contact. Caution flag. All right, let's get the caution out. And we'll go and take a replay, see what's happening. See what's going on with the
my fault. I got in the car in front of me.
Caution flag here. So here we are riding along with Bob Evertson. He dives it in the turn there and just gets in the back Rick Main. Everybody piles up behind him for our second caution of the race. We'll take a look, see what William Kelly had to look at as Bob Evertson got in the back Rick Main. See Rick Main sliding up high. Bob goes down low. The C's split for William Kelly as he drives away in P4. And here we are again. We have Callahan leading us to the green flag. Kermit on his outside. Bob Evertson running P3 on the inside with Kyle on the outside of row 2. As I get a little checked up here, come to the green flag. Terrible restart for the outside line. Something with the restart zone, trying to avoid that black flag. something we're going to look at moving forward. Callahan gets a huge lead. We'll jump back, see what's going on back here. Further in the pack. So we have William Kelly, St. Jean. We got a side-by-side battle between Kermit and Bob Evertson. Bob's getting loose on the outside. Snaps. Oh, hard contact. Hard contact. Looks like another caution. Caution on the racetrack. So here we are riding along with Kermit Henney as he's battling Bob. He gets on the inside of Bob, heading in turn 3. Turn 4, he's still below him. Coming to the start finish. Bob just snaps loose, comes down. Takes out Kermit, who's passing him for P2. Looks like Kermit's going to go take his first fast repair. First and only fast repair of the race. He'll get back out there. Let's go take a look at it from another angle. So here we are again, riding with William Kelly. Just seems to be a magnet for these accidents right ahead of him. You can see Bob just gets loose, takes out Kermit. Easy picking for William as he gains another position for some free chicken. Alright, here we are again. Coming to the green flag. Callahan still maintaining that lead. Started on the pole. Has led every lap so far. Bob Evertson on his outside. William Kelly's been getting lucky on all these cautions on the inside of the second row, with Kyle once again on the outside of row 2. And here we go, coming to green. We'll ride along with Callahan here and see what it looks like from the P1 position. Gets way down there on the apron, painting those line, accelerates out. Very smooth, going into turn 3. Easy on the brakes, gets down there on the painted line. Slight double apex there, back into the accelerator, leading laps. So we're single fouled through the lead. We have Kyle taking a high arc to try to get a run on corner exit. But we have Bob sliding. Bob sliding again. His tires seem to be a little bit heated up. We'll take a view from the inside of Bob's cockpit here. See what it looks like. As he comes off the exit, he's sliding a little bit. Like I said, these cars, you really got to be aggressive. You got to be aggressive on entry and exit. But if you get your tires too heated up, it's going to be very easy to lose your rear end and spin it around, as we saw during that first caution with Gary. It's getting loose on corner exit. And as I'm saying that, Bob spins it around, hits the inside wall, collects another car. Oh my goodness. And I believe he gets disconnected for passing the incident limit. Let's go take another look at that one. Oh my goodness.
187.
Alright, so here we are. As I mentioned, Bob getting a little loose on corner entry and exit. Really got a lot of heat in those tires. Become a little bit oily. It's hard to keep traction, hard to keep them under you. And as he hits the apron, makes the car a little unstable, accelerates, inside wall, collects 1, 2, 3, and then as I mentioned, got disconnected. Let's go take a look from another driver. So here we are, we're riding along with 187 Rick Main. A little loose on exit himself, but he's spinning ahead. He collects Dylan Berg. Rick checks up. Gary smashes into Rick as he does barrel rolls down the backstretch. My, that was ugly.
Sorry, 187. I tried stopping, but it's too late.
So with the cautions aplenty, race control decided to go single file. Once again, familiar sight, Callahan leading us to the green flag. Pace car dives into pit road. Callahan leading us for this single file restart. William Kelly P2, Ryan KV P3, and once again, Kyle St. Jean P4. Green flags in the air, single file restart as they're doubling up in the back. Gary Kermit side by side. Looks like Kermit had to go get that fast repair, as did Rick Main, driving one lap down, hoping for a caution to get that lucky dog. We'll go check up again. Single file 1 through 4. Pretty close racing. Callahan still hitting his marks, doing everything that he needs to do, just keeping that car clean. Single file racing. We'll move forward with a little bit of shut your trap. Close battle for P3 between Ryan Cavey and Kyle St. Jean. We have Ryan peeking to the inside of William Kelly for P2, gets to his inside. Side-by-side battle. Looks like Ryan Cavey's going to clear him on exit. Clears him. Kyle's going to try to fill that gap. Gets loose on the inside. Has to forfeit that position. William Kelly still rides a little bit high. Kyle's looking underneath. Little loose. Good battle back here. Let's ride along the cockpit. Oh, just as I say that, Kyle St. Jean gets below him. We'll go in with William Kelly, see what it looks like after just losing 2 positions to Ryan Cavey and Kyle St. Jean. Further afield, Brian Zalt riding all by himself. Has space in front of and behind him. Back to the leader, Anthony Callahan. Pacing the field, hitting his marks, keeping the car clean. And we'll go through the field. Ryan Cavey, P2, in the red and white 91. Kyle St. Jean's been in the top 5 all day. Really aggressive on those tires. Let's see if he can hold up with the Bobby McCarty paint. William Kelly, P4, in the white, red, and black late model. You can catch him on kick. Wheel 33 TK. EJ Luna, Rainbow Warrior paint. Represent Jeff Gordon here in the Kohort late model stock tour. Further in the field, we have Brian. As the field is slowing, it appears there was a caution on the track. Let's go look. Let's pause. There's a caution on the track. Let's go pause and see where the incident came.
What's happened too?
So as we were going through the field, we're riding along again with William Kelly. As you see right ahead of him, Kyle St. Jean in the Bobby McCarty paint. Gets loose on exit. We'll go check it from a different angle. Alright, so here we are, Kyle St. Jean, rear chase. Gets loose, tries to save it, just loses it. Tires a little oily. Luckily locks it down, holding the brakes. Gets off the track as everybody clears him high. So here we are coming to green, lap 44, right along with Kermit, who's in P4. During this caution, Anthony Callahan chose to forfeit the lead. Pit for some fresh tires halfway through the race. Tire conservative-wise, you know, not a conservation-wise, not a bad call. Get some fresh tires midway through the race. And here we are. We decided to go single file again as Ryan Cavey leads us into turn 1. So we got Ryan Cavey P1, William Kelly P2, EJ Luna with Kermit P4, and Kyle St. Jean rounding out the top 5. Pennick slides high, Kermit looking low. Gets loose on exit, it's going to lose the momentum. EJ's going to pull ahead. Kermit entering mid, exiting low, trying to get a run, trying to make progress. I do believe he took a fast repair earlier in the race, took his only set of tires, where everybody else outside of Callahan and Rick Main still have one set of tires left. So we'll see how this race unfolds and whether or not tires come back to bite anybody, and if Callahan is able to take his fresh tires to the lead. So we'll go through the field here. As I mentioned, we got Ryan Cavey to out front, looking good, red and white 91. Has a few car gap ahead of William Kelly. Really class of the field right now. William Kelly P2 with EJ right behind him, P3. Kermit closing the gap. But behind Kermit, we have Kyle St. Jean and Anthony Callahan on those fresh tires. So let's go take a look from behind Callahan as he's trying to chase down the field. Just as I say that, we have Kyle St. Jean peeking to the inside of Kermit. Kermit gives the position, which opens up the door for Callahan, who's just barely on his inside. Callahan lifts, gives it back to Kermit. I think at this point Callahan knows that he has the fresher tires, so he's trying to play it smart. Doesn't want to overdrive, burn through his tires. Still 38 laps to go in this race. Excuse me, 28 laps to go in this race. Callahan peeks to the inside. Gets good rotation through the center and exit. Pulls to the side, dives it in. Looks like Kermit gives up the position to Callahan, who's on fresher tires. See if he can follow Callahan through the field. We'll go back. Once again, Ryan pulling out to a commanding lead. About a second gap to William Kelly. Got Kyle St. Jean peeking to the inside of EJ Luna. Looks like he's going to be side to side on exit. Still side by side as they go into turn 1. Dives it in, see if he can make it stick. Gets a little loose, comes up high on Panic. Panic gets way loose on the outside. Has to give that position to Kyle, and at the same time might sacrifice that position to Callahan, who's on those fresher tires. And Callahan clears him on the exit. EJ Luna back to 5th. Anthony Callahan on those fresh tires running P4. Further back in the field, we have Rick Main stalking behind Brian as he dives it to the inside. Can't quite get it to rotate through the center. Got a close battle back here for P7. Rick Main gets a run on the outside. Takes the high entry, trying to get the run on the outside or on corner exit. Hits the apron, loses all momentum. In the field, we have William Kelly peeking to the inside. All over the back of William Kelly. And we'll go back and see what's going on between Rick Main and Brian Zalt. Rick Main's on his inside. Can he clear him on corner exit? Looks like he has momentum. And Rick Main clears. Oh, Brian comes back on the outside. Can he get momentum? Didn't quite get as much momentum as he was hoping for as Rick Main takes him for P7. Going back up to the front. We have Kyle St. Jean running P2 behind Kyle. Excuse me, Kyle St. Jean running P2 behind Ryan Cavey. Anthony Callahan on those fresh tires running P3. All over the back of Kyle St. Jean here. Real close battle. P3 through P6, 7. Riding along here with Callahan. He's looking to get past Kyle St. Jean. 18 laps to go. He has fresher tires, just trying to make it work. These late model stock series is very difficult to pass. You know, you really have to take a higher entry and hope you get drive off, as Callahan looks to do exactly that. And he gets loose on corner exit, loses all momentum. So, going in, follows him into this turn, maintains the low line. Heading out of turn 4. He closed the gap a little bit. He's looking to peak. Sends it into Sends it on his inside. Can't quite hold it underneath. Has to give him that position. As we're looking, we have Kermit, EJ Luna battling back here for P5 as well. As Ryan's pulled off almost a 1.5-second lead over Kyle St. Jean, who's doing everything he can to keep Anthony Callahan behind him. So now we have 3 little breakaways here. We have the leader, Ryan Cavey, who's out almost 1.5 seconds. Kyle St. Jean and Anthony battling for P2. Then the battle for P3 between William Kelly, EJ Luna, and Kermit. Kermit Panic get way out of shape. Let's go take a look at that. As I mentioned, we're riding back here with Kermit, who we saw in that previous replay got out of shape behind us. So EJ sends it a little bit too hard, gets on the outside wall. Conversely, Kermit accelerates too hard and loses it back in. Was able to save and keep it off the inside wall. We'll take a look, another look. No surprise here as we're riding along with William Kelly to show you once again some action on the track. So Panic goes high, thinking Will Kelly's not going to give him enough space, as Kermit just accelerates too heavy outside of the on corner exit. We'll go back to where we were. Alright, so we're still going to maintain 13 to go. Anthony Callahan on the outside of Kyle St. Jean for P2. Pinches him down there. Is able to maintain his position on the high line, side by side. Drives it up there, looking for a drive or run out on corner exit, and he clears him. Anthony Callahan up to P2. 12 to go, 2 seconds back of Ryan Cavey. Let's see if he has enough to chase him down for the lead. We have EJ Luna getting by William Kelly. Kermit's looking to take advantage of that as well. As this is the closest battle on track, Kermit peeks to the inside. William Kelly sends it into the turn. Looks like he's going to be able to clear him as William Kelly gets loose on corner exit. Going back to Kyle St. Jean, who's looking to... Oh, he's going to have to pit here. It seems those people that did not pit are running into fuel issues. So it seems we're hearing chatter on the radio that EJ Luna, currently P3, Anthony Callahan, P2, and Ryan Cavey, leading this race, are all going to be a few laps short. They do not have enough fuel to make it the rest of the race. The first car with enough fuel is sitting in P4. Kermit Henny is the first car with enough fuel to make it to the finish. Not sure whether or not these top three cars can conserve enough, as Ryan has a commanding 2.5 second lead over P2 Anthony Callahan. Just to say, that looks like EJ Luna is going to dive in. EJ Luna has to pit from P3, sacrificing third position. William Kelly right behind him. Kermit up to P3. Anthony's closing the gap a little bit on Ryan Cavey, perhaps as Ryan's saving some fuel in an effort. No, doesn't matter. Oh, hard contact for Anthony Callahan as he goes into the pits. Unfortunate way to end this race. Running P2, has to pit, gets heavy damage from the pit wall on pit entry. 4 laps to go. Does Ryan Cavey have enough fuel to make it to the end of this race? I know Kermit Henny, sitting in second, is really hoping, 4.5 seconds back, that Ryan does not have enough fuel given the position. Looks like Ryan's slow on corner exit. Looks like he's off pace. Looks like Kermit Henny here is going to take the position. Kermit Hennig is going to take the position from Ron Cavey. Coming to 2 laps to go. 2 laps to go in this race. Kermit P1. P1 after the top 3 cars run out of fuel.
You're joking, right?
Ryan Cavey on the radio, you heard him there. You're joking,
no,
right?
We all ran out of fuel. The people that pitted and took fuel are the ones that are going to make it.
Anthony Callahan laughing in despair on the phone,
not even cool.
on the radio. Rick Mayne, P2. Brian Zald, who's been running safely in the back of this entire race, running P3 as they come to the white flag. 1 lap to go. It's Kermit running the inside. Coming to the checker flag. Kermit Hennig wins the first week 1 at Nashville Fairgrounds Speedway for the Kohort Late Model Stock Series Tour.
Yeah, Ryan, that blows, buddy.
1 of 2 series run by the Kohort iRacing League. Join us next week as we head to Irwindale for 90 laps. Join us 7 p.m. on Sundays for the Sprint 360 series. Thanks for watching. This is the Kohort. Cheers.